Hello students, let us have a summary on the chapter number 1, Heritage of India. India has a peace-loving and accommodative culture which has been enriched by the people from different parts of the world. India extends from Himalaya in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south, Bay of Bengal in the east to the Arabian Sea in the west. Area-wise, India ranks 7th and population-wise, second largest country in the world. Our motherland has bestowed rich and varied heritage to us and the world. Sat, Chit and Anand have been experienced from the Indian culture. The value of non-violence and peace habit admired and accepted by the world. People from the ancient Indus Valley civilization to the present time have enriched Indian culture by their intellectual activities, ability, talent, and skill. Innumerable scholars, philosophers, artists, artisans, saints, scientists, and people and public have contributed to the development of Indian culture. Culture is a sum of habits, values, customs, traditions, and conduct of lifestyle of India. Difference between India's natural heritage and India's cultural heritage. Natural heritage is an arrangement made by nature to have our needs. Cultural heritage is a man-made heritage. Whatever is received or created by human in his tact or wisdom, art and skill is called your cultural heritage. Natural heritage is a free gift by nature. Cultural heritage is created by our ancestors. Natural heritage is unique and varied. Cultural heritage is immense and make us feel proud. Natural heritage includes mountains, forests, deserts, rivers, streams, vegetations, animal life and wide range of minerals. Cultural heritage includes man-made structures such as palaces, buildings, tombs, mosques, sculptures and historical places and others. Natural heritage has contributed to develop the cultural heritage, and cultural heritage signifies the history of India from the ancient to the present times. India, land and people. Primitive men came into existence simultaneously in India and eastern South Africa. Mesmerized by varied and prosperous heritage, many foreign tribes came to India. The Dravidians were considered to be the most ancient people of India, but the modern researchers of linguistics and anthropology have proved that even before the Dravidians, the other tribes came and settled in India. Let us explore more about them. Negroids or Negro, or known as Hepsi people. These people came from Africa to India via Balochistan. They were black in complexion, having height of 4 to 5 feet and curly hair. Australoid or Nishad. These people came to India from the Southeast Asia. Their complexion was black, had broad head, flat nose and were short in height. We find these features among the Kol and Munda tribals, Khasi tribals in Assam, the tribals in Nicobar and Myanmar. Dravidians. They were the original inhabitants of India. They were the direct descendants of Mohenjo-daro culture and Stone Age civilization. They had matrilineal family system. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam are the Dravidian family languages. Alpine, Dinarg and Amorites. These people migrated to India from Central Asia. Their descendants are found among the tribals in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Bengal and Odisha. They also had the Mongoloid group. They came to India from North China via Tibet and settled down at North Assam, Sikkim, Bhutan, West Bengal. They gradually Indianized themselves. Mongoloid people possess the physical characteristics like yellow complexion, flat face, chubby cheeks, almond shaped eyes, etc. Having yellow complexion, Mongoloid were known as Kirith. Now we have the Nordic or the Aryans. They were the creators of the Aryan civilization in India. In ancient time, the first Aryan population was concentrated in the northwest region named Sapta Sindhu. They were more developed than other contemporary tribes. They were nature lovers. They composed regas, hymns in praise of various elements in nature. They have given India glorious and prosperous heritage. What are the provisions made in the Indian Constitution for the preservation of the cultural heritage, or explain our fundamental duties as laid down in the Constitution for the preservation and conservation of heritage? Article 51A of the Constitution of India lays down the fundamental duties of the citizen. 6, 7 and 9 in Article 51A prescribes the duties related to the preservation of cultural heritage. These duties are as under. First, to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Second, to protect and improve the natural environment including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. Third, to safeguard public property and to adjourn the violence. Thank you, students.